Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
To throw is Watson. Got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Out of the gun, Watson.
7-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first down carry for Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And right side, Henry's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that'll be a pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They get this out left, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen.
Trubisky
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The ball carrier.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Bears nothing.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Watson. He's got a first down past the 30, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
3-yard pickup.
From the 39, Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal at the 5-yard.
Here's Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Titans 14, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Titans 21, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the back? More involved in the passing game. Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
That's right, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that
and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 49-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
On for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First and 10, Taylor now. Room to run again. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast. Let's go. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. We got to step it up. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Red, up. Mike, 53.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brought down by
there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. From the 29, Watson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Watson. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Akeem Hicks. Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
This is Henry. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
By Kyle Fuller.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The open man is Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bears 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's go, defense. 18. Blue.
Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And this carries into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll run with Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Now it's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
On the carry. Khalil Mack in on the tackle.
Now Watson on 3rd down. Goes underneath for Henry.
Watson.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Henry. And some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson rolling to his left. Smith catches left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He made, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And his first carry loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Recovered.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked sack back around the 28. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Watson. This one caught by Davis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Winston now to throw on first down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 7, Bears nothing.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run with Taylor. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bears take over.
47-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Gonna let one fly for Rupp. And got his man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now, that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Titans 7. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that... Deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The linebacker William Compton in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. His kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.